started.
I think we should start recording as soon as we all sit down and just like have bloopers.
Ooh, I like that.
I did cut some sound bites from
From our last
the episode while I was editing on it because
great.
it's just so good. There's some sound bites where I'm like, oh,
Are they
too good to pass up.
Yikes.
Damien, you grunt like a lot. like there are some of them where it's like almost like a sexual kind of grunt, and I'm just like editing. I'm like, damn it, it's like 4 a.m., dude.
It's 4 a.m. and you're listening to his
Literally,
semi-sexual grunts.
He was like, and I'm like, bro, it's 4 a.m.
I don't believe you, but I kind of do.
Bro, he listened to the soundbite. Believe him.
All right.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another rousing edition of the Newstime Podcast. Trademark, copyright, whatever we need to do to
LLC.
yeah.
Learning
501c4.
UC 1900.
So I'm your host this week. I'm back. Brooke Stats. Joining me today, Andy Stavelli,
I haven't slept.
Hunter Rankin,
I have slept.
Isaiah Lyle.
I have too much chest hair.
All right.
Okay, yeah. On that note, I guess let's talk about politics.
So, which presidential candidate do you think has the most chest hair?
Definitely.
Definitely Biden.
Delaney, John Delaney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a
Or John Mulaney.
Yeah, I go with John.
ooh, maybe. The worst part is I think the current president / presidential candidate probably does. Like, look at that man. There's no way he has a semblance of himself enough to like trim his chest
I
hair.
like to imagine it's a toupee, but for the chest.
Oh, dude,
He
that's
just
a
like glues it on
thing.
every morning.
It's Velcro, actually.
All right,
He's like surgically adhered Velcro to his chest.
dude,
Just
I do it.
always there.
He did a hair transplant.
Oh, it's just sad.
Okay. So, yeah, last week I wasn't on the podcast because I was at the city council forum. Woo!
Yes.
Is this number 2?
There was the mayoral forum, and then this was the city council forum.
Okay.
There are 2 more forums. One of them is like mayoral first, and then city council, or city council first, then mayoral, like both on the same day. And then there's one more city council one at the very end. So
Wait, so
I
how
have
many
to
more are
get
you
to those.
missing?
2 more.
2 more. Are they next week and then the week next?
Yeah.
Sick.
So that's my life right now, is being way too glued into local politics.
I will make sure that I have no sleep for those podcasts.
Does that make it better? Like, does it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, because then you like fall asleep halfway through your day
Oh.
and forget that you're running the podcast.
No. I mean, I did take a nap before this, but it was like 2 hours. But when I don't have sleep, things get better than they were last week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's strange that creative juices go better, like, with
Oh no,
bad things.
it's just that I have less grip on reality.
So your creativity's off the charts.
Yeah,
That's what I just said.
kind of. I'm not more creative. I'm just
Less
less aware of where I am.
What's your guys' favorite juice to drink in the morning? Mine is creative juice.
I like cow juice.
I like the
I'm a fan of cranberry juice, but anyways, back to the city
Prune.
council. So yeah, we have some city council elections coming up in November, on November 5th. Deadline to register is passed, so if you didn't get registered to vote in Athens, this does not like pertain to you, like, except it kind of does, but like you
I still
just
gotta
can't
change
vote.
my address.
But like, so I mentioned last time at the mayoral forum that they didn't have the right size room. They could only have 70 people in there. They had a much larger room for this one. It was at the
So
community
proud of them.
center. They didn't have to kick anyone out. DJ Barticus was there this time as well.
Dude.
So
Wait, he was still there?
yes,
Guys,
Nice.
Y2K tomorrow
he is
night.
tuned into local politics.
Dude, he's gotta be.
Dude, Y2K tomorrow night.
Is it?
Yeah, at the Union.
Damn.
And you got 90s night on the 11th of November. No, sorry, the 8th of November.
Shit.
Wait. Oh, 8th of November. I was like, 8th of October passed.
Remember.
The
Oh,
8th of
shoot,
November.
wait. Oh, my God.
Remember the
What'd you say?
4th
90s?
of January.
90s in Athens and my parents' anniversary. Yeah, I know exactly what my parents are doing for their anniversary.
Getting lit.
Yeah. They're going to go to dude, they got here in the early 90s, so like
Hell yeah.
Wow.
90s in Athens is who they are.
So more information about the city council forum. So for this election, it's city council at large. So there are 3 seats that are up for grabs, and there are 6 candidates running for them. There are 3 Democrats, incumbent Sarah Grace, incumbent Peter Katsas, and newcomer Beth Clodfelter. There are also 3 independent progressives, incumbent Pat McGee, newcomer Chris Monday, and newcomer Ellie Hamrick. We'll get into who they are a little bit later, but I just want to start off by saying there are 6 of them, and there were only 2 mics for them, so they had to keep passing it back and forth through
It's the best.
So it's
the forum.
It's like the interview that we did with the evening show.
Yeah.
Except like worse.
I mean, they actually got audio through their
look,
mics.
the toddlers
though,
are
so,
playing.
Yeah, we also have Devin and Damien sitting in on this one. Okay.
Thanks for sharing, Devin.
So, right off the bat, the moderator from the mayoral forum gave the introduction, the one who didn't know how to use a mic. She's learned how to use a mic this time, which was impressive.
Wait,
Yeah.
League of Women Voters was still running this one?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think they're running the next 2, though. Maybe the last city council one, but
I was told by Damon Crane that at some point Student Senate was gonna
yes,
run.
that's the next one.
Okay.
And it's going to be in Bentley if anyone wants to attend who's listening, which I doubt. I will give you all the pertinent information you need, which is barely anything about policy. But so she wasn't the moderator for this one. This time it was an old dude. So, diversity. And then this moderator, instead of forgetting how to use a mic, forgot to let the candidates give their opening statements. So everyone in the crowd had to be like, no, opening statements. He's like, what?
The
What?
crowd
It's
knows
like,
what's going on more than the guy running.
yeah.
Just walks
yeah.
in and he's like,
That's
okay,
me.
closing statements, guys.
That's
We
me during a
started."
presentation. I'm just like, all right, so
Skip the title
All of
slide and just go to the first slide and be like, this is this.
Or halfway through the presentation and no one knows what the topic's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
But then they got to give their opening statements. I learned some stuff about the candidates. I didn't get to think about how I want to structure this. But let's get into that a little bit later. Fuck. Oh yeah, Shilcock from the Post was back.
Shilcock.
What?
The dude from the
Birdie.
Post who was doing the Post's reporting at the event and got to ask a question at
His
the mayoral
rooster's
forum
just really
was named
shrill.
Shilcock. His last name is Shilcock. And then he was
Oh.
back for this one, so I was just so happy to see Shilcock
He
again.
owns a rooster and it just speaks in this really high pitched grating voice. Shrillcock.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
Really?
continue.
Wow. So I'm not really going to dive too much into specific stuff from the candidates. I will say, full disclosure, I have been campaigning for Ellie Hamrick. We're part of the same organization. I've known her for 2 months now, so if I'm a little biased towards her, that's why. Do your own fucking research if you want to vote in this. But I'm gonna be pimping out Ellie at times, at least from my perspective. Pimping out.
Let's be real. Of all the people that listen to our podcast,
It's
who's actually
6.
even registered for Athens
Probably
County?
no one.
I mean, me
I have to
Yeah.
and
change.
you.
my
but we're on the
address.
podcast, so it's
Yeah.
True.
So I sort of came up, instead of writing down every specific thing of policy, because it's there are 6 candidates, they get 2 minutes for each question. I was just blanking out through most of it. I just kind of wrote down, what Democratic candidate each of them reminds me of. First off, Peter Katsas has Tim Ryan energy. he is just so like he is the type to be like, you don't have to yell, Bernie. Like he has just this sad energy to him in like a complete lack of any type of force behind his voice. And actually, as I was driving out of the community center, I like drove past and he was like just walking down the sidewalk, and it was just like,
I mean,
where's he going?
He probably lives on the east side right there on East State
Probably,
Street.
but it's like it's still like just one of those like I'm driving and he's just like walking, like holding like a yard sign that he wanted to pass out to someone but didn't get to. Like it was just like so sad.
That's actually so dejecting.
Then Sarah Grace reminds me of Amy Klobuchar.
Oh.
She just has like so much like, I don't care about anything. Like I have no actual policy positions to her, but she doesn't have like that abusive side. Like it's like if that side was replaced with like some Marianne Williamson energy, at least what I can tell from what I saw from her. But there is a candidate who I think has some like Klobuchar abusiveness behind them, and that's Beth Clodfelter. Honestly, like there's something in her eyes where it's just like she abuses people. That doesn't sit well with me.
Every time I see her name, I laugh.
I have no proof that she abuses people, but it just seems like it. But the candidate that she most reminds me of is Pete Buttigieg, because
So great.
throughout the entire debate, she was looking off of Ellie's notes and then like trying to sound progressive in her answer before like completely undermining everything she had said.
It's like cheating on a test.
Yeah.
And expecting a better grade than the person you're cheating from.
Dude, I'm so gonna beat them.
Then Pat McGee is like this weird combination of Marianne Williamson, like that kind of vibe, combined with Bernie because he's just like very old and kind of adorable. I like him. Then Chris Monday kind of reminds me of Beto in a way, but with like more in line with like Warren or Bernie politics.
He's better
But
than
does he speak multiple languages?
No, but he does speak Tuesday.
Chris Monday's main appeal is that like he used to be a bartender in Athens, so he has like this devoted cult following because he's honestly a little attractive.
so-
I like him.
So Chris Monday, more like Chris Saturday, am I right? Because that's
Or Chris Wednesday.
So you're
Fit-
so you're
pictures?
telling me if I tell my dad to go run for city council, he's got a chance?
I mean,
Yes.
potentially.
Ooh.
Actually, that's running on the idea that, you know, you're the bartender of the town, like that actually would work quite well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Especially with townies.
And then I didn't really come up with the counterpart for Ellie because, like, I don't know, I'm too close to her to like really distance myself and be like, yeah, that's a funny comparison. But I will say, like, she is further left than any Democratic candidate in the race right now, like for president. Like she's further left than Bernie for sure. So if that's something that you like, vote for her. If that isn't, I'm sorry you feel that way. But yeah.
Andy, are you watching the girls' TV outside?
What? Yeah.
Whoa. I think she's watching Parks and Rec, to be honest.
How's that Mario Kart going down there? Who's winning?
I'm winning. He's winning by 2 points.
Oh,
We should decide who wins by Mario Kart. Who wins the spot? The
If
middle
I'm
spot.
Mario Kart.
So
For next week.
what? The spot of if Andy dies at the table?
No, just which one of the candidates wins?
It's gonna
you know?
happen.
so now
Oh, just by Honestly,
Thunderdome.
You're good at
I'd
Mario.
be in for that.
From what you've seen, who would win in a game of Mario Kart?
Training.
Ellie.
There's just
Ellie?
Like, there's
Yeah.
just like training montages.
unless like Sarah Grace is just like secretly a Mario Kart champion.
Okay.
If you
the
can-
real question is,
Can you drift
who
on
has
Rainbow
kids
Road?
our age? Because they would be the ones that know how to play fucking Mario Kart.
I don't. Pat McGee's too old to have kids our age. Ellie's like mid to late 20s. Like she grew up with Mario Kart.
Oh,
for
okay.
sure.
Yeah.
So she might have played Mario Kart.
Yeah.
All right.
She's
So yes, give her the benefit of the doubt then.
Yeah.
probably will win.
Yeah.
So
No, I think Smash would be a better.
What if the second presidential debate
It's decided
should
by, like,
absolutely be Mario Kart.
No, Smash.
Or Smash
just-
Brothers. I like Smash
Dude,
Brothers.
and
better
just
than
have them
Luigi.
trash talking each other the whole fucking
Ooh,
time.
Who would
Like-
Bernie main?
Luigi.
He would make a
Bowser.
me of himself.
He would make a me of himself. That's true.
No, you gotta play 64 Smash.
Yeah, 64 Smash is way better.
Mm,
Gotta do with like a Link that looks like a cube.
mm.
Anyways, let's get back to this. So I'm gonna bitch about some of the questions that were asked. So like, you know, we've had some issues come up in Athens recently on issues such as, you know, police brutality. And a lot of the questions that were asked were not related to that unless it was asked by a member of the media. The questions that the League of Women Voters decided were, you know, they were willing to ask the candidates were stuff like, where should we move the farmers market?
Hey man, that's been an issue for like 5 years. Don't even
Yes.
try to fuck with that. They've been trying to move that thing for a while. It's a hotly contested
Where's it
topic
at?
in Athens. It's currently
It's usually-
half the size of what it used to be on the Market on State parking lot.
Oh.
But it used to take up that whole front section. But now with the Roadhouse, they kind of don't.
Mm,
And it's been a problem ever since Roadhouse was built.
interesting.
I'm trying to read through my notes. This debate honestly killed me. Like, it was so hard to sit through, and I'm not looking forward to having to sit through the next ones.
Okay, then just jump to it. Who won the debate?
Yeah.
Or you said it was a forum, so there wasn't exactly
Yeah.
a winner, but like, who came out looking the best?
Personally, I'd say Ellie, but I think based on what I think Athens would respond to, I think Beth Clodfelter. Based on what I saw, I think Beth is a lock, and then possibly Pat McGee is a lock. Other than that,
Didn't you
it's
say
up
he
to
was
the air.
incumbent?
Wait.
Yes,
Then that,
What's
yeah.
a lock? Because all I'm thinking about is a lake.
they are a lock to get their seat back.
That's a river, homie.
Like I would say they're
A
guaranteed.
lock?
Yeah,
The
like
Loch
the
Ness,
lock.
I guess the
A lock is a lake.
In
Yeah,
Scots
Lake
it is.
Lock. But if you generally think about water and locks, you think about
That's a
rivers.
canal.
What are we talking about?
There are locks all over the Muskingum River.
Yeah, that's a system of getting boats from one level of water
Exactly.
to another. I know what that is, but a lock is a lake in Scotland. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. So
Thank you for the answer.
there was another thing I have in my notes that I didn't discuss. I took a bathroom break during it, and the guy that was in
That's
there
in your
didn't
notes?
wash his hands.
Oh.
So I just wanted to call him out for that.
Do you know his name?
No.
If you could give a description of him, so
Yeah.
if he hears this podcast, he knows that
We'll put
he's-
post-
He
Posters
knows
around.
what he did.
he knows what he
That's
did.
what he did.
Well, we could put like wanted posters around if we needed to.
I can't give a description. I just know that he didn't wash his hands.
Wow, you'd be useless in a police investigation.
I would be. I mean, I wouldn't cooperate with the police anyways, but
Yeah, probably.
so yeah, that third seat, I'm thinking either goes to Chris Monday or Ellie Hamrick. I think it just
Chris
depends on what
Monday? More like
Athens
Johnny
responds
Tuesday.
to. I think Monday's biggest weakness is the fact that he seems very inexperienced
Nobody
with
likes
politics.
Mondays.
Sammy Wednesday,
Like there were definitely times during the forum where he's like,
Rick Thursday.
especially on his opening statement, he just like fumbled that so hard. So I think that might keep him out of it this year. But if
Fourth
he
down.
works through, you know, the next year or two and then runs for city council again, I think he'd get it then. But yeah, that debate killed me, and trying to talk about it now is just bringing up bad memories. I hated it.
To be honest, I think sitting through any local debate forum would probably give me nightmares.
I
Yeah.
can't sit still for 10 minutes.
I know. I think you've moved positions like 7 or 8 times.
He has.
It's definitely fair.
Okay. Yeah.
Do
Hell
we,
yeah.
Do you have anything else planned, or are we just gonna go off the cuff now?
I can talk about something.
Let's.
Hey, let's get a Mario Kart update. How's it going down there?
Yeah,
boys?
how we doing?
Sucks. Just finish fucking fourth.
Hold on. One at a time. All right. The winner gets to speak. All right. So, who is currently winning?
I won overall. That we just did the last race.
Okay, last race. Damien wins overall. Good deal. What prize are we giving him? I don't remember. Oh,
you
that's
said he
right.
could-
You get the spot next week. Good job.
I was gonna say he can just say one word in the microphone.
All right.
That's his prize.
You
You, only
ha-
get one word though.
You have one
You gotta
word.
think
Make
of a really
it
good
count.
one.
make it
Make
make it a
it
good
count.
one.
This is a little hard. I gotta think about this.
Only one word.
No, that's it.
It's more than one word. Next word you say is the word that it's gonna be. So
Bruh.
okay, that's
Good word. Good word.
I would have gone with flagellated, but
Yeah.
flogged.
Lock.
Clogs? Dude, clogs.
Wachlament.
Man.
oh,
So
I went to
Andy,
s-
so you do ballet, but like, would you think about clogging? Would you think about other dancing?
I've done other dancing in the past. I would do clogging, except my knees are pretty bad now from like years of marching band on asphalt.
Ooh,
So
asphalt. What? Oh, is
Yeah.
your practice field was like on asphalt?
we don't have a practice field. We have a parking lot.
that's an
And
Our band had a practice field, and then we put up a bus garage.
yeah,
So
no,
then we had to split the practice field with
we
the
did
band.
we did asphalt, and so like my knees like are. I actually didn't go to ballet today because I have shin splints.
Yikes!
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna sleep because I didn't.
How your toes feeling in ballet?
Fine.
That's good.
I just thought of a good joke. It's very dumb. So my plumber is a dancer. He mainly does toilet clogging.
Can I have her seats?
That was off the dome. I just thought of
That
that.
was
now.
good.
Off the
Thank
dome.
you.
It wasn't bad.
wow.
I mean,
Hey guys, you know what time it is?
what? Bean time?
No, not bean duty.
Oh.
Pumpkin time.
Oh no,
Uh,
no. Should I get pizza or a bagel?
Oh, it's time to talk
Get a
about.
pizza bagel.
He'd have to go to CVS and you have to cook them.
think-
And
I-
Yo, they sell them at
yeah.
Bagel Street.
They sell a pizza
Since
bagel at Bagel Street.
fucking when?
They
But-
have like an entire fucking Italian menu. It's
Dude,
Yeah,
I
they
don't.
do.
I literally, I have one thing I eat. Like I don't look at anything.
I
else.
don't. Well, here's
Give me
the
a
thing.
bobcat
Is
on
it
sourdough
vegetarian?
stat.
Yeah, get the de Carmela with like it's just like bagel, pizza sauce, provolone, and then you get 3 veggies that you can choose from to like. You get your choice of 3 veggies to put on it. So I do like banana peppers and spinach. It's good.
I'm just having good ideas today. First that
You don't
plumber
put
one,
banana
then
peppers
the
on pizza.
pizza bagel one.
Pizza bagels.
Green peppers.
Banana peppers are fucking great.
I've been
Bell
eating a lot more
peppers.
salad
They are great.
recently.
I don't like.
They are
peppers.
great, but bell peppers on
peppers
a
suck.
pizza. Are
Yeah, I
better.
don't-
Like I think peppers add a great flavor, but
I-
like I'm not the texture of. A
Oh,
pepper.
hey,
I
Hunter.
had a
Not a
weird
pepper fan.
pizza.
What?
Is water wet?
Oh shit,
No.
that's right.
Water is wet.
It's not.
That's it.
Okay.
Yes, it is. We have 2 versus 2
Back-
right now.
Back,
Okay,
back
no.
to pizza.
So what I said is what I was trying to say the other night
Yeah.
is I don't know where I lie because I just don't give a fuck.
Okay.
But the most sound logic I've heard so far is when you are immersed in water, you are covered in the same thing. You are covered in the same thing everywhere. Just like if you are standing outside, you are covered in air.
Air is wet.
Damn, he's got
Air,
it.
no,
He's-
air has water droplets in it, so therefore it's still water.
Damn.
So
No.
Air is
Water's
wet.
wet. You got it.
Damn, this just like
water isn't wet.
But no,
Water's
see what I was gonna go with saying in that when somebody's immersed in water, you don't call them wet. You don't call them wet until they get out.
Because the
So
air
thus
is
for-
wet.
Thus for
That's
Thus,
water is not wet.
Water is not wet. Air is. We've solved it. Okay, back to pizza.
water's wet.
I had a weird combination of toppings on a pizza like this weekend. Like
Y'all ever get
someone else was
tofu on a
ordering it,
pizza?
and I was just like, I'll just go with what you have. So it was onions, jalapenos, and pineapple.
I don't like that.
I mean,
I fuck with it.
I've had a Hawaiian pizza with red onions on it before, so that like
I'm
that
not a
doesn't.
big fan of onions. People usually put too many on them.
Red onions for some reason are onions I can like. You can put red onions on just about anything, and I'll probably eat it.
I don't know if I've ever had Hawaiian pizza.
Really?
What?
I'm trying. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't because I don't eat meat, but
yeah. I mainly just stick to pepperoni pizza. That's my.
I do like pineapple though. I fuck with pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple's good. Oh yeah, he thinks he's cool, and he tried to give me a bit talking about like women are wet when I walk in, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh my
Nah,
God.
air is wet.
Air.
See, that's the new side to the argument. If someone comes up and he goes, water's wet, and you go, is air wet? And then you just blow their fucking
And they're just like,
fuck, he's right.
Fuck.
So technically, are we all wet all the time?
Yes.
I mean, I am.
unless you are fully submerged in water.
Shit.
Then
No,
you're dry.
no, I mean-
you're dry in water.
No, then you're just technically not wet.
Yeah, you're dry.
unless you have other liquids secreting from your body at that point too.
Don't we all?
Because then you could be wet with a different liquid.
Milk.
Blood. I was thinking blood.
I was thinking piss, but
You could have just gone with sweat. I mean, that seems pretty obvious.
but when you when was the last time you sweated while in a body of water?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you could do sweat, but
There's
sweat
a
doesn't make
reason you
sense.
jump in a cold body of water to stop
how do you
sweating.
know you're not sweating? You just can't tell because it's wet.
Holy shit.
How do you know? You don't. You're just covered in sweat.
No, you're just immersed in liquid. There's a difference.
What if the only time you ever sweat, like on your whole body, is when you're completely submerged in water, but you don't know it because you're already wet?
Oh, my whole body sweats when it's hot outside. Don't try to pull that.
No, but I'm saying like
My
what if
whole
you're
body
doing it
is
in
wet.
water. What if you're sweating in water? You are because you're sweating out all the toxins.
And then just putting water in.
So you're sweating in water, and you're bathing
All right.
in your sweat water.
If you're gonna start talking about if you're sweating in water, then
Wait.
we need to get a professional swimmer on here.
If you're sweating in water and it's a fresh water body of water,
Did you just make an ocean?
that's what I'm thinking. Or is an ocean just really big sweat?
Oh, God's sweat, and that's what created the ocean.
Yes.
Dang.
It's not tears, it's sweat.
God got hot and created the ocean.
He was like, oh fuck.
Like
He wringed down his shirt.
And the Pacific Ocean just appeared.
What if like people just found out that all the rain that was coming down was just pure sweat?
I
That
would
was like a
throw up.
scientific
I would
story.
throw up.
How would that change society? Do you think? How would society?
Uh,
I
people
think
would-
there would be a few people who would be very happy, and the rest of us would not be.
I would want to walk into a Catholic church and be like, I would want to see what what a Catholic or Protestant church reaction to that. Only because they're the big ones, and I don't think like most of the rest of them would care that quite that much. They might. I don't know. I'm not
Dang.
a religious person.
Why? Well, like people spit in the water too. So how much of the water spit?
The ocean is just spit, dude.
I mean, if
The
you think
ocean
about,
is fish shit.
I was gonna say, if you think about it, as much as God may have sweated, is it just made up of more fish and sea
Fists.
fish and sea animal secretions?
The ocean is just fish sweat, guys. They started sweating and then it produced more sweat, and then it became the ocean.
Actually,
Holy shit. Well, no.
aren't scales a whole thing about being cold-blooded and not sweating? Like, isn't that a thing with scales?
Don't.
No,
I'm
but
not
they
a
sweat,
fucking
and that's
lizard.
how the ocean was made.
Yeah, that's just facts.
If I was a lizard, what could
You come
I
to
would tell
Newstime
you?
for facts, and that's what we give.
Yep.
Have we just given up on being like
This is exactly what it was last week.
okay?
But there were a lot more stoppages because we just like ran out.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Speaking of lizards, we did library training.
When were we speaking? Oh, I guess we're speaking of reptiles, but like that's not even lizards. Okay,
fish
keep going.
aren't reptiles.
Scales.
Fish are friends.
You're right.
Not food.
Not food.
But speaking of lizards, we were looking up. We were doing library training yesterday, so we had to like get on the science database that OU Libraries has or whatever,
Yeah.
and look. And they were like, look something up. So we were like, I looked up lizards. Somehow, OU's library database, the entire library database, not just the science, but the entire library database has nothing about lizards.
It's because
What?
lizards aren't real.
I was like, if you ever want to research a lizard in this community, you're fucked.
Lizards are a
Lizards-
figment of our imagination.
Lizards aren't real. They're made up by the government. Same with
No, that's birds. Oh
Nah,
yeah.
birds for sure.
Same with birds. Have you ever seen a bird?
There are actually no
Dude,
animals except for
During the
humans.
government shutdown, did you see any birds?
I didn't.
I did not see any birds
For
during the government
For
shutdown.
6 months, I didn't see a bird.
I don't see any birds outside right now, or I'd say I do.
I'm pretty sure by this time in the night, a lot of the birds are like turning in. You're gonna see bats here soon.
They did their 9 to 5. They're out.
Yeah.
They clocked out.
Dude, that's me.
They're in rush hour
Speaking of
traffic.
bats, how many of you saw Joker this weekend?
I did.
I did too.
I had not.
Devin has. He was raising his hand.
I didn't.
nice. I didn't get shot up.
Same.
Yeah, it's weird. That was actually a good fear. Like, and my mom was worried about it. She was like, "Call me after you're out of the movie," and I'm like, "I think it'll be fine."
I did an entire set.
I worry
about
more walking
how I
into my
survived.
alma mater than I would a movie theater,
Mm,
even if Joker was playing.
that's true.
Yeah, but
Wait,
we live in
why?
a society.
Because I
Bottom.
live in a rural area.
Okay, but like what? I'm so confused. I spaced out and then I came.
What?
His
what?
mom wanted to
What?
make
What?
sure he was
What?
okay
What?
after the
What?
Joker movie.
What?
But like, why
What?
though?
Because
What?
a lot of
What?
people
What?
think that the talk of mental health will like inspire other people with mental health to just like become violent.
The media thought that it was going to inspire
Wait.
incels to shoot up stuff. They thought it was going to be a story about like how it's good that incels shoot people, and it's not at all. But they just wanted some kind of
Bruh, it's
narrative.
a fucking movie.
Sometimes I hate the fact that I'm a journalist and I have to like
Dude,
I'll have to put
do
up
that
like
shit?
bullshit. I'll have to put up bullshit like that. Like undoubtedly I will have to
Write
Yeah.
a story like that.
Yeah.
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 undoubtedly
What?
and it
What?
actually hurts
What?
me like as thinking as a journalist like I'm going to be forced
Some
to
people believe
write
that
a
shit,
smear
though.
article for no fucking reason.
Mhm.
Some people believe that shit though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, is yellow journalism worse now or in the 30s?
Probably
I
about
say
the
that
same.
we've shifted into a blue period.
Yeah, I'm more a fan of
No,
green
that was
journalism.
because usually a blue album's a great album. So no,
I'm talking Picasso, man.
that was still great. Period of his art.
I still think unironically.
But he was sad.
Yeah, he was sad, but like
And
Miles
I'm
Davis's blue album,
sad.
Picasso's blue era,
I'm sad.
they were all great.
Weezer's blue album.
Weezer's, that's the best one by Weezer. It's blue.
Pinkerton
Everything
disagrees.
that is blue is better.
Also,
You want
I
to say
agree,
one
though.
word? You get one word.
Yellow journalism.
No, actually, no. As second place comer,
Blue journalism?
Gets
Actually-
half a word.
he gets half
Actually,
a word.
You get
Teal album.
Half a
You
word.
get an acronym.
You-
I hate
oh
myself.
yeah, or half a word. Oh, that's half a word.
Okay.
I would have
I
gone
was
with
gonna-
NSA.
I was gonna give you an acronym, but you said hey, you're half a word, so you're done.
Yo, can they, like, are they picking us up?
A little bit.
So if we just talk really loud, we can be on the podcast.
Yeah, but we can talk loud over you. Let's talk loud so they
Shut
can't
up,
get on
freshman.
the podcast.
Man.
Let's keep talking loud so they don't end up
freshman.
getting heard. But
I can't
Freshman.
believe there are
Okay.
freshmen here.
Wow, this is good.
Uh,
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait to edit this.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
The city council talk just drained my
Oh.
energy. So like I'm not even trying to keep this on track.
Let me tell you,
Guys,
What is a track?
I fucked up last week with my levels. I was so low in decibels, you could not hear. I turned
so
that.
you just drag it up.
I did. I turned it up to 13 plus. That's
Good.
how low I was. I was like, Jesus,
Dude,
Christ.
why were you so low?
I don't know.
Which is so weird because
Try
like
to
in
go
the monitor
low,
I could hear
low,
you
low,
like
low.
That's
real
the thing.
well.
I think those were turned up too high. So
Maybe.
what I had to do was turn it up 13 decibels gained up, and then go through the entire hour, and just
Oh God, we made an hour out of that last week.
it was
Wow.
like 50 minutes. Like yours was beautiful
Great.
because your waveforms were like so
They were
like
pristine.
oh yeah, you could tell what was background and what was Isaiah's voice. So it made it really easy just to go like just make everything about negative 12. And I was just like, yeah. And then Damien's is pretty good too. I have yet to do Ren's. So
Wow. I just I'm very lazy with my editing of the podcast. I just go and anytime like it gets above -6, and I just like drag it down to below there,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't take too long, especially because I like put Audacity playback at like 1.5 speed.
yeah,
So, like-
I try to make sure that everybody can be heard at all times.
Yeah, I don't put that much effort.
That's why I didn't sleep last night.
Oof.
It's because I was like, all right.
Oh yeah, that's why you were up at 4 a.m.
This-
listening to Damien's grunt.
This podcast is not that important. Don't.
I'm
put
a
that much effort.
perfectionist.
Then you won't
Not-
get to edit anymore. Sure. I want to save
My
you from
editing's
yourself.
good.
Not that
But I
important.
wanna
It's
save
the
you
one
from
thing we put
yourself.
out consistently.
I have a quick question. This has nothing to do with anything right now.
Go for it.
But how do you pronounce? Do you pronounce it crayon or crayon?
Cran.
Crayon.
I discussed this in Italy
Cran.
Crayon.
Cran.
with my Italian teacher. She was from
Cray.
Italy, so we're discussing like all these things like y'all
Yeah.
and stuff, like all these like weird ass phrases and shit. So like my mom's from Pittsburgh, so I got like Jeet Jet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
It's just did you eat yet?
Yeah.
But, like Jeet Jet.
Yeah.
Jeet Jet.
Do you pronounce it snail or
Right.
bucket?
What?
What?
And so like roof and crick.
Oh, that's
and
right here, bro.
It's still orange.
I pronounce it.
Bro, that's
pale.
right here.
I know.
Best.
That's why.
hands,
That's why I'm like hell yeah, bro.
hands down, one of the greatest things I've ever had
I just
happen in
love
school.
dropping all of like anything that's
Hands
unnecessary.
down. Shout out Sarah Cordy, phenomenal science teacher. I'd take her for a teacher in every class ever. But we're standing in the back of her room looking at a topography map because that's what we were doing in 8th grade science, learning how to do things,
Yeah.
whatever. And this one really smart kid, like he ended up graduating like top 3 in our class, that kind of thing. He's looking at the map and he goes, and you know, he's from Southeast Ohio, so he reads the word hollow on the map. And he goes, well, what's the difference between a hollow and a holler? And she looks him so dead in the she looks him so dead in the eyes and goes, well, it depends on where you're from.
Damn, that's sick. Yeah, no.
Or something I don't know. It may not have been that. Or no, she's like, it depends on how deep in Southeastern Ohio you come from.
Yeah, no, my mom.
I was like, oh man.
My mom will
and I died.
slip.
I remember like falling over laughing.
My
in
mom
like
will
8th
slip
grade.
every so often, so it'll just be like Keller,
Oh yeah.
and I'm just like
Yeah, my aunt says roof.
Did we scare you away,
Roof.
Brooke?
Roof
No,
instead
I
of
just
roof?
want to stand for
Roof?
a little bit.
I don't
Roof.
say roof.
You don't say roof? What do you say?
Roof.
Roof?
No,
Roof.
that's a tough one. I think I say roof. I think I
Roof
say
is
Roof.
like no, it's too many syllables.
But it's a roof.
It's one. It's still one.
No. It's too complex of a
Roof.
sound. Roof. Ooh is way harder to sound.
Do you ever
than
say oof? Like,
I say oof. Yeah.
did you just have an R? Roof.
It's,
And
no.
I oof.
Listen. I'm just like
So during
oof.
Halloween, you go, "Buh."
Even my oof is oof.
Roof.
I'm sitting
Like
back.
woof.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my god, my
It's
dad
woof.
wants to talk to me.
Wow.
Rough.
on our new
Rough.
our
My
new
dad
segment,
wants to-
Call My Dad.
Hey dad.
I got the milk.
Hey, Dad, you're live. You're live on the podcast right now.
Hey dad.
Nah,
so you're
dude.
live on the podcast right now.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's gonna enjoy.
Call my dad, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he would want to talk on the podcast. He just wants to talk about going to a football game. So like, he wants to be a present father.
Yeah, no, it's,
So-
it's cran. CRAN, like
That's
cranberry.
fair. I also have a really weird off-topic question again. That was just an
Crayon, get
argument that I don't think I've ever asked you guys, but it was like a really big argument at the end of high school, and it's a really dumb question. But let's
blood a
say
rat?
let's say you are able to sneeze out perfectly fine chocolate chip cookies. There's nothing wrong with the chocolate chip cookies
What the
at all.
fuck high school did you go to?
Nothing is wrong
Everyone
with
was
them.
on meth.
They're exactly like if they just came out of the oven, but you sneezed them out.
Yeah.
Would it be fine to eat them?
Yes.
Oh, I watched.
I would
a,
boof them.
Okay, but like, listen. Is it like Chips Ahoy? No, sorry, not Chips Ahoy. Fucking what's the cereal?
Yo, no.
They're just freshly
Cookie
baked
Crisp.
cookies. No, they're not Cookie Crisp.
Dude.
They're freshly baked. Like they just came out of the oven.
But like, imagine sneezing Cookie Crisp.
I would not be comfortable. But we don't have to talk about the logistics of this because
See,
it's
okay.
not something really.
But
No. Like
this
the
ties
fresh baked
perfectly.
cookies, but the size of Cookie Crisp.
What
That
is-
way it could come out your nose easy.
Dude, do you understand how small your cavity gets up in like this region?
Yes.
It's still gonna hurt like hell.
It's still gonna be sick.
I had.
So would you legit eat them?
Yes.
Would I eat them? Yes.
I would boof them.
Would you eat someone else's?
Yes.
I would boof
maybe.
them.
No, I would only eat mine.
Yes.
They're perfectly
But
fine though.
I
This
would
is
eat that.
perfect. So today,
I don't
Which is
care.
why I would boof them.
today I decided to watch 7 different videos of comedians answering questions from the internet. Like Barstool did it or something. So I watched 7 different comedians do this today.
Were they in cars getting coffee? Sorry.
No.
Fuck.
One of my favorite questions and the ultimate answers, which I can't remember at the moment. So open the answers to you all.
Spooky.
If you could press your belly button one time a day and it was actually a button that did something, what would it do? You get one time a day to press it, and it does something. What does it do?
It can do anything.
Yeah. What does it do?
Gives me a wish.
Damn.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Why did he break the system?
Yeah.
Fuck, you win.
No, if I press the button, it gives me another button.
A genie pops out.
Just out of the. Oh man.
So then I
I
can
don't know.
Y'all are being way more logistical than the
I would-
comedians were. Damn.
I would want a sandwich.
Okay.
But it has to come out of your belly button. that's the catch. Is if you press it, it has to fit out of your belly button.
Damn.
It's like a
If
submarine
I
sim.
press the belly button, then my pizza rolls get done early.
All right.
I
I'll be
can
honest.
I can make minute rice in 50 seconds if I press my belly button.
I'll be honest. That's the only clean question that there was in those entire things. I don't know how graphic you want to get.
Oh, let's get very graphic.
Okay. Well, then
I've been talking about boofing cookies here.
Well, then let's go straight to the big one.
All right.
Your girlfriend and mom switch bodies.
Yes.
You can. You have to sleep with. You have to sleep with one to switch them
Both.
back.
Both.
Who do you sleep with?
Joke's on you. I don't have a girlfriend.
Your girlfriend and your mom. Your girlfriend's brain and your mom's body,
That was
or your
loud.
mom's brain and your girlfriend's body. Who do you sleep with?
I think it depends on if your mom is hot or not. You know what I mean?
Do you have an Oedipus complex that we need to talk about?
Or is your
It's
mom
not really
just a MILF?
complex. It's
Hold
simple.
on.
He has an
For
Oedipus.
reference, I need a picture of Damien's mom to see if she is a MILF.
Oh my gosh.
So how far into the sexual act do we have to go for it to happen?
Do we
Do
have
we
to-
have to
Yeah.
reach orgasm?
You gotta
we
bang.
finish?
Like it's gotta be like.
Do
It can
both
be.
of us have to come?
It could be awkward one night stand, but somebody's got to finish.
I'd make my mom close her eyes in my girlfriend's body.
Oh no.
But she's the one feeling it.
Here's
but
the
she has to
thing.
close her eyes.
She still feels it.
It's
But
still,
close-
What
Closes
you
her eyes.
realize is your
Here's-
mother's nervous system, homie.
no.
but
Here's the
closes
thing.
her
Here's the
eyes.
thing. It's still your girlfriend. It would still be your girlfriend's voice.
If you
Her
fucked your
vocal-
mom's body.
It's her, if you fucked your girlfriend's
Ooh, would
body.
it though?
Yeah, it's her state. It's her
Oh,
vocal
yeah,
cords.
yeah. But
So
your
it-
mom's feeling it.
Yeah, what if you didn't know?
I don't like this question.
But here-
I don't like you.
I like the cram
the only
question
thing
better.
that would happen it would be really weird after. Because
You want to say something?
This would be a trick question if you lived in Alabama.
Oh.
Oh,
nah, it'd have to be your cousin
Sweet home
Sister.
Alabama.
or both.
Okay. Other
Sister
question.
cousin.
Another
Sister
question
wives.
they asked. Would you rather sit on a cake
Yes.
and eat a dick,
Or
or sit on a dick and eat a cake?
Why not both?
You're having a good night, man.
Is this cake shaped
Wait.
like a
How is
dick,
the
or
dick
is it just a regular cake?
is the cake?
No, it's a
dick.
cake. Like it's a regular cake, but you just have to sit on a dick while you eat it.
What kind of cake?
Do I have to eat the whole cake?
It can be whatever cake you want. It can
Red
be whatever
velvet.
size you want. Damn it, Dr. Mays is leaving. I don't get any Dr. Mays tonight.
Jump out and go right now.
Nah, it's okay. She's a really dope lady though. Like, definitely get Dr. Mays real Thai food truck.
Wow.
It's green. It's dope.
I don't
It's
know if
green.
they'd want us to promote this after.
Nah,
The
they work
past
in the same
questions.
kitchen as they work in the same production kitchen as my dad. Like they're chill.
Anyway, back to the question.
Yeah. What you sitting on?
How
Both.
How
A
is
chair.
How is the dick prepared? Like define.
Jokes on you. I don't have
Oh,
a cake.
like whenever
Olive oil.
whenever
It's
the
soaked in
internet
olive
asks you
oil.
to sit on a dick, it is a fully erect dick, probably going inside of you.
Can I sit on a dick and eat a dick?
Can I sit on a
If
cake
that's
and
what
eat
you
cake?
really
Okay,
feel
next
like,
question.
I mean, if you want to just skip the whole question and do your own thing, yeah, go for it.
I mean, if we're okay, but
I got a good question.
You said eat a dick, right?
Eat a dick, as in, I would assume that just means get it in your mouth. But
Because-
that's the
because-
way at least the comedians were
Because
taking
here's
it.
the thing. It doesn't have to
be.
be a human dick.
What animal are you talking about filleting here?
A dick.
No. Here's the thing, because dick can be a delicacy if you cook it.
Oh, like bull testicle?
So you cook
But that's not the.
you cook an animal's dick and then
Tip
you eat
here.
that
A
and
dick
sit
dick.
on a cake.
So it's a dick. You guys missed my joke earlier. It's fine.
I fucking win.
All right, next question.
I would sit on a tapir's
Loopholes,
dick.
motherfucker.
Next question. If you guys had to come up with a good question for the podcast, what would it be?
How you doing, Hunter?
I'm doing good.
Good.
All right.
It's a good
Next
question.
internet question that are way better than that.
It's World Mental Health Day. How you doing?
I'm actually doing pretty good when it comes to that today. I appreciate
Good.
it. Although you may not think this when I ask the next question.
Oh.
Haha.
Would you rather every time you come, it comes out of your mouth, or it's a 2 liters bottle's worth every time?
2 liter bottles worth.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
How do you deal with a 2 liters bottle's worth though? Like,
Drink it.
If you're not
When
ready
you're-
for, like, if it just kind of happens.
If it's every time, then you probably just get used to it at that point.
Yeah, but like, what about like those times that it's late at night and you gotta get one out because it's the only way you're gonna go to sleep?
You get
What
it-
do you do with that 2 liter bottle's worth?
You
grab
keep empty 2 liters next to your bed, and then you drink it afterwards.
No.
Also,
You just
do
do it
you
in
get
the
paid more
shower.
money when you go to the sperm bank if you have
You gotta
that much?
grab it
shit's
with
about
It
both
Other
does,
hands.
probably
and
not,
pray to
because if
God.
you're doing that, if it's kicking out that much, it's probably pretty infertile.
Is it though?
It might be.
That's the power of internet magic. We don't know
It could be. That'd be my guess.
that if it's so much, it's infertile.
Because like the dispersion of like the sperm cells would be like way wider.
Okay.
That's how I
All right.
see it.
Last question I can
Oh, wait.
remember off my top of my head from the internet. Well, the internet videos.
Using science to fuck with you.
Was okay. Last one I can think of is: would you rather sit down with your parents?
Yes.
And watch a history of all your sexual encounters,
That's easy.
or well, for some that
black
may be
screen.
easy. For some that may be easy, or
Ooh, a
you
black.
have to watch a sex tape of the night you were conceived with your parents.
The first one.
The first one.
First one.
That's easy
Yeah.
for me, dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you had a far more active sex
I
life
would still watch
First one, I
mine.
want to get tips on my form, man.
from your mom and dad.
Yeah.
Andy just peeked. I saw it.
I would pick the second one.
That's
So
that-
I can know
that
what
was
the
me.
Hojo's
Oh.
Motel looked like when my parents created me.
Yeah, I need to turn down my
The
volume. I'm
light
getting
turned
My
red
my
on the
favorite
fucking
thing that
internet.
was said in response to that question was Gary V goes, "Well, of course I'd watch the sex tape," and they're like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because it's the greatest day ever to happen. I mean, look at me." And I was like, "Oh my god."
Damn.
I've
My parents are
Gary
kinda
V
hot.
getting it.
I have another
Damn.
strange question that is almost as strange, or maybe as
I
strange
love
as the
it.
cookie
Let's
one.
go. Oh, it's the cookie one.
So,
Let's go.
if you
me?
just start proposing. No, but if you had to replace your feet with one food item, what food item would you choose?
Pizza slices.
Bread.
Bread.
an entire head of lettuce.
Cucumbers.
You're gonna roll.
Fruitcake is the answer.
Pig's feet.
Oh shit, he's got a point.
Ooh shit.
I want the lettuce.
Pig's
'cause
feet are
it'll
gonna
be
go bad.
crunchy.
Clip clop.
But pig's feet are gonna go bad.
Oh wait, no, I changed mine. Potato
No.
chips. I
You
want them
already-
to crunch.
you already
But then
said-
you're gonna be
you already said
gone. You're like-
lettuce.
But they crunch. I want it.
Bread,
The first two
dude.
steps
You gotta
before-
do
days.
fruitcake because that stays around for a while.
I'll fruit your cake.
Oh, if we're doing cans of pickles.
Cans of pickles.
Okay,
Yep.
you're in bed.
Yeah.
The woman looks at you and goes, "Do some things with your feet." What do you do?
Well,
You open up the can and pull out a pickle.
if she's doing like hey, send me feet pics, and you just send her jars of pickles. I mean,
Oh shit! I
That would
remembered
turn
one.
me
There
who
we
Yeah.
can
go.
who can
I
who can
remembered one.
resist?
I
Who can
remembered
resist?
one.
Like it's fucking pickles.
All right, I remember one. So, you can have sex with your dream person.
Myself.
Dream person to have sex with. But they have to hold a press conference right after rating your performance.
Anastasia.
I'm
Do
fine with
you do
that.
it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Also, who do you pick?
I don't know.
Anastasia Baronova.
You are on it, Damien.
He's a fucking freshman. What do you think he does in his dorm?
Fair.
She's a good. You want
They just talk about women all the time.
No, hold up.
I mean, that's kind of all we do in my trailer too. But like, that's
I,
not the
I
point.
would
Trailer.
I live in a trailer
I would pick a gorilla because I'd clap down
on a
gorilla
house full,
cheeks.
on a street full of houses. I live
I'd
in a
pick an
trailer.
Area 51 alien.
Oh man, I mean,
Just so we know
maybe.
aliens are real.
Oops.
That's Anastasia Baronova.
She looks like a girl I went to high school with.
Oh, they're aliens. That's another one. If you could pick one person to be an ambassador to the alien race, who are you picking?
Ooh.
Fucking me, of course.
I'm going with.
You're an ambassador of all of humanity to the alien race.
Hell yes.
You can take that pressure?
I am the perfect person to do it.
Are you?
Yes, because I am an alien.
Oh shit.
I'm going with Gilbert Godfrey
Damn.
here.
Gilbert Godfrey.
I'd have to.
The guy
agree.
that answered it, Tom Segura answered it the best, and he told me that we're going to use a Filipino just because somewhere on the internet they call them the happy people. I was like, Tom Segura, that is beautiful.
Oh man.
Oh, wow. I didn't
okay.
even notice that
All
Devin left us.
Wait, Devin left. Where's he going? We have a
Lock him out. Lock him out.
We
Lock
haven't
him out.
been anywhere.
Hunter, lock him out.
Okay.
God damn it.
You wake up
You
in a big
failure.
room full of alternate selves. There's one that went to a different high school, one that decided to choose a different job, and one that lost a
Yep.
leg in an accident. Which
Yep.
version of you would you like to meet first, and why?
Ooh.
Leg in the accident so I can figure out how to do that too.
I wanted to
Shit
meet
can be
the.
banged out.
Leg in the accident so I can take his other leg.
Give me the options again.
Okay. One that went to a different high school, one that chose a different job, and one that lost a leg in an accident.
Well, I would hate to go to any other high school in this area, and my high school is a good size.
I don't know. The high
My
school-
current job is dope because I get paid to nap half the time.
Well, no, like choose. Okay, like career path.
Oh, so like not be a journalist? Since I haven't become a journalist yet, I'm gonna go with I don't know.
I think I'd choose the leg, only because I'd like want to see the different like worldview, like how the personality is different.
Mm.
You know.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because like that would affect you in major ways. So I just want to see how I would.
If you want to get
Would've
back to the
changed.
screwed up questions over there, Damien, looking on your actual phone, being official, go to like Barstool Internet questions.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah.
What time? Oh, we have.
They'll probably
10
they'll
minutes.
probably like give you the list of. They said they had 1,000 questions to go through when they had all these comedians in.
That's a lot.
Yet they redid like 5 or 6 of them. Well, because they were really funny. Like the ones that I remembered, those are the ones I saw multiple times.
This is a deeper question, but what are your guys' like ultimate career goals?
Okay.
I want to be a sports broadcaster on ESPN.
I want to be patient zero for the plague that wipes out humanity so I can have the best KD ratio of all time.
But like for real though,
What
For
do you,
real.
What do you mean? As patients, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true.
it's pretty sick though. You go down in history
Damn.
as the last person.
But
Oh,
you
right here.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I want to write for a TV show. I don't know what TV show I'm
Okay.
writing for, but I want to write a sitcom or something and run it.
Yeah. I've actually like thought this out a lot.
No.
I'd like to have a studio of my own where we use like a bunch of different materials and create different
Oh, it's all their videos.
mediums
Fuck.
and whatnot.
There's
Can I
questions.
But,
come over?
Yeah.
Today's
But
Damn.
Oh.
ideally it
Maybe.
would be mostly out of
Should it open it on Reddit?
reusable like materials
Beautiful.
and whatnot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Use all these. Please, let's start using
Okay.
these Reddit questions for the last 10 minutes.
But
I'm gonna save this thread.
also throughout that like through
Okay.
that studio I'd like teach through that studio as well as like create with like different organizations around
That'd be pretty cool.
the country and whatnot.
Pretty dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you rather be stuck behind a midget that's always walking slightly slower than you, or have to wear one rollerblade on one foot
Dude,
at all times?
I walk real slow, so rollerblade. You just get real fucking good at balance, dude,
Hmm.
on one leg. But if you have 2 rollerblades, you can just switch out legs every so often. So then
True.
you're just really fucking good at like everything.
Yeah.
My day would be brightened by getting to walk behind a little person, so I'd take that one.
Yeah.
I walk real slow, so
videos, Nick Cannon straight up said he had a threesome with 2 midgets. It's kind of crazy.
that's weird.
Would you rather be able to have one 30-minute orgasm like a pig, or be able to have 90 orgasms in a day?
90 in a day.
None, neither.
A 30-minute one versus 90 a day?
Can I time it up to like a TV show I like?
Think about 90 a day.
You don't you don't have to. You don't have to do 90 every day. You just can.
90 every day.
No. The way these questions work, it's
It's
And-
not. It is black and white. It's
yes.
either.
There's no gray area.
Oh,
in
okay.
these
It's either
questions.
this or that.
Would you rather be blind or trapped in an Olive Garden for the rest of your life?
Trapped in an Olive Garden for the rest of my life.
Olive
Yes.
Garden.
Calm down.
Unlimited
Get those
Sorry,
fucking
breadsticks.
What
breadsticks.
the hell is that a question?
That's not even like.
Would
a
you guys-
question.
Damien, get better at choosing
I
questions.
like my
hungry.
eyes.
Fucking freshman.
God, dude.
Would you guys rather be in like
How
be
long do
like
you
a-
think it would take you to eat through an entire grocery store?
Years. Actually,
2?
no, they'd throw it out before you get there.
5 or 10?
They would just keep restocking because they'd throw out more.
Would you rather
before you could finish it.
have sex with a girl with Peyton Manning's head on a hot body or a hot girl's head on Peyton Manning's body?
Peyton's head.
Can I just take
know
all
why?
Peyton Manning or like?
That forehead's a target at the end.
This
you
thread
get,
is
you get
over. I
points
gotta
if you
find
get
a
it
new
between
one.
the eyes.
Nah, then you're off his forehead. Dude, his forehead, he's got a
You
seven
gotta
head.
no, you gotta line it up between the eyes. Like you gotta get that
Okay.
straight line.
Dude, I would for real paint a bullseye on that 7 head. And
I want to see like how his forehead
That's where he
compares to my
stores all
dick.
his
that's
plays.
where I use my 90 orgasm.
That's where he stores all his plays in there. That's why his forehead's so big.
Oh my god, you've got a point.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses with your
Ooh.
bare hands?
It's one horse-sized duck.
I remembered another one.
Duck-sized horses because they have like the weak legs, so it'd be really easy.
You know ducks have teeth, right?
But if you do one horse-sized duck, you only have to focus on one
A
thing. If
duck
you
could
do
eat
100
you
duck-sized
if it was
but
the size of a horse.
But the horses have weak legs, so I'd go for the duck-sized horses.
duck
Just-
could
well, one
eat
perfect
you.
stab, you just kill the
A duck
horse-sized duck.
could
If you have a
eat
ton
bare
of
hands, Hunter.
If you have a ton, no one said bare hands.
You're
If you have a
strangled
ton-
by bare hands.
I said bare hands.
Strangle a
Then
horse.
you ride the duck, the horse-sized duck, and it becomes your friend. Okay? If you have 100 of those, they're gonna be coming at you. Horses kick.
Ducks
What
are
you gonna do?
very rapey, Hunter. Do you want a duck for your fucking friend?
It could also eat you.
Okay.
I feel like I'm about to get canceled here, and I don't appreciate it.
All right. Maybe
Shit's
the
done,
last
Mike.
one and possibly the most controversial. If you were given a baseball bat in an open field,
Uh-huh.
how many 10-year-olds could you take down?
None.
They just came at you in waves. How many could you take down
At least 15.
Are they
before they overtake you?
do I have to?
Yes.
It's black and white.
All right. So if I had to kill a bunch of 10-year-olds,
I think you got a baseball bat. I think you're just maiming them
One
or
girl.
beating the crap out. Like
Giving
it's
them a
just
concussion.
swinging as they come at
it's a
you.
10-year-old.
Yeah,
We talking metal or wood?
we're talking wood.
It'd
If-
break.
Then
I'd say
I could
one.
take 30.
I'd
Oh,
say
I don't know
one.
about
30
that.
10-year-olds?
If we're, are they coming at us all at once?
No.
Or is
They're
it one
coming
v
in.
one
they're-
v
no,
one?
they're coming in.
I'd say
like-
max 5.
Max before the morality steps in, or
No.
just you
Literally-
don't. You
Well,
think,
it'd be 1 before the morality steps in.
Yeah.
I
It'd
think
be
the
5
morality
it'd
steps
be
in
5
before I hit the
before it-
one.
I think anybody
But-
who says
I
over
have no
10
morals.
is
10-year-old shit heads.
He's overshooting.
Is
Here's the
overshooting
thing.
it.
Here's the
When they
thing.
get around
have
you,
you have a wood
more
bat.
Nah,
than
but I'm
10
good at
around you?
baseball, so I'd win.
Okay,
You
what
have a
you
wood
do,
bat. If you have a
Alright.
wood bat, it'd break.
There's a reason we need a video to this podcast, because demonstration. You hold baseball bat like this in a strong position and just spin.
No, you
But
don't
once
get
they
enough.
come for your
No,
legs-
here's the thing. If you just keep spinning, you don't have the same power in a
Yeah.
in a hit.
It goes down.
That's why you hold that strong.
Here's the thing. No.
No. Let's
Here's
think
the
about
thing.
this
If
rationally,
you're
okay?
still spinning, if you're just like cracking them one at a time, you're gonna get better hits than if you're spinning, because
That's what I'm saying.
if you're spinning,
okay,
you're losing
Dave-
you're losing all of that momentum, and then
Daze
you're
them all with the spin and then come back. Like, do
Here's
the
the thing.
spin,
No,
daze 'em,
you're not-
And then come back and bit 'em up.
you're not solidly planted when your plantation is not solid when you're just doing that spin, because you're off balance because you're already spinning.
I can swing a machete effectively with both hands.
No,
I
we're
think
talking
I
the
got
same
that.
thing.
That's a machete.
The thing is, I think even a professional baseball player wouldn't be able to take down more than 10.
Yeah.
No.
I honestly think that
But-
once you
but-
have
but-
10 around you, grabbing your legs and pushing
Have you
over,
seen Mike Trout? Mike Trout
Dude,
could take down
look at
so
his
many.
thigh.
there's some
Thighs.
big 10-year-olds. There's some
yeah.
big 10-year-olds now. If you get like 3 of those around you, you're done. You're done for.
Yeah, but the big ones
I
are
was
going to
a
be
large
slower, so they're coming up, taking
Yeah.
up the
That-
rear. So you
no.
get a bunch. You get the fast ones first, and then yeah.
Nah.
But
once
here's the
you're
thing.
surrounded,
I'm
you're
with
done.
How strong is a 10-year-old skull, though? Because, like, they
It's
cannot.
not fully developed.
That's what I'm saying. They can't
It's a
have, like,
well, it is.
at 10 years old.
It's yeah.
Oh, it's the internal of your body
Yeah.
still develops. Yeah.
Yeah, your skull finishes developing after like 2.
Just crack them in the ribs. They won't be able to get up for a
Or
while.
hit the
You're not
knees.
trying to kill them. You're
Once-
just trying to get through.
Your ability to swing.
If
lessens a
you're
lot
getting
once they
through, then
surround
you can just leave.
That's
you don't
enough
have to
for
crack
today.
them.
No, it's
in the-
not. We're not done here.
No, we're at 6:59. Fuck it. Thanks for listening to the Newstime Podcast. We'll be continuing this debate afterwards.
It's
Thanks
3.
for listening.